Hello, everyone. This is Josh with a little housekeeping bit before we dive into the episode. It's been a minute, but we are still coming, and we are still going, and we are not giving up. And before I dive into any reasons or details, I want to take a minute and to thank all of you. Titans currently has over 600,000 downloads. We're currently nearing 500 reviews on iTunes, with over 480 of them being 5 stars. And I wanted to real quick just read a couple of them and thank you guys. Real quick, Linkboat said, "We be back." Let's go, Josh. Thanks. The podcast and Sneak Attack have helped me through multiple hard times in my life and got me to start writing stories. That's super cool. That's awesome. Well, Linkboat, keep writing stories. Next one here, we got Fry Guy. Says, "Thank you, Josh, for the new episodes. So excited for the new episodes to come. My favorite character is Butternut, aka Dolphin." Awesome. Well, thank you, Fry Guy, for the review and for coming back. We got new episodes. They're coming. Thanks for waiting. Seriously. And Star Trek Star said, "Welcome back, lovely humans. The podcast is family-friendly, hilarious, and engaging. The characters are so endearing, and the world of Arterra is so cool." Well, thank you, Star Trek Star. There's some fun stuff we've got coming on the horizon. I've been able to guest on a couple D&D podcasts in the last couple years, the most recent of which is a podcast called I Cast Fireball. If you want to hear a little snippet from that podcast, just stay tuned till after the episode. I'll include some more information and a little piece of it for you to check out. So yeah, that's it for housekeeping for today. Here is episode 3 of season 3, and episode 4 will be coming out next week. Here's to you, past me. Hello and welcome everyone to the Titans of Alterra, a 5th edition actual play podcast for gamers of all ages. I'm your host and Dungeon Master Joshua. Going around the table, we have
Joan,
Delphin,
Winnie,
Relnor.
Gosh, it's good to be back. And let's do a quick last time on the Titans of Alterra. Joan.
take it away, Dolphin.
we were all adventures. Long time in the making. Portals telling us to come back. Crystal breaking. Reunion. Sad news.
And so yeah, you guys are aboard
Not untrue.
Honestly, yeah, it was great. It was a very
Succinct. Yeah,
yeah, a lot.
exactly what I
It was
gonna
kind of like the feeling of it all.
nice
Yeah.
word.
Yeah.
Mood.
I liked the
That's what kids say,
the
right?
mouthfeel of that description. So
Yum.
so you guys are aboard Truffle Bundle's airship. It typically hangs out above the ocean between the Gnome Island and Lestraad.
So it's like he wanted to move to the mainland, but not quite.
Yeah, it's like he's an inventor now. He can kind of do what he wants, and he's kind of at the forefront of aerial ships. And
He's
so
conveniently located.
And Gunter's his assistant. Like, that's kind of crazy. Because
Mhm.
we're like poor.
Oh yeah. Does Terry not
Terry's-
have an assistant
Terry's
anymore?
just lonely.
Terry's
he's a
off on an
loner.
adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Wow. But he doesn't need an assistant on the adventure?
I think in the interim they kind of became a trio, and so it's
I remember at first the reason we were like, oh, it could be a Gunter for Gunter. And now he's in charge of Gunter. So I feel bad for Gunter a little bit.
No, you know what? I think like Bertul, like some people just want to kind of be like the number 2. They don't really want to be like the number 1.
Some people
Not
just want to be
much.
doormats. They love it.
They're not doormats.
No.
That's your perspective, not
no,
theirs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No one let Ricky treat you like a doormat.
Yeah.
Unless you like it.
Yeah. Yeah. They can feel just as fulfilled in whatever role they want, so long as they're being given good dignity and respect.
Yeah,
So-
I thought you
Exactly,
respected
yeah.
Samwise Gamgee. Why are you being so hard on number 2?
Samwise is the hero. He's the
Yeah, but he kind of left Frodo boss him around.
Welcome
No,
to Pop Culture
He just
Happy
knew-
Hour.
He knew,
everyone.
he knew his role. He knew his place.
Listen,
And that's what Bertul and Gunter know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And they
you're the
can
one
still
making
be
it
the
sound like what
heroes.
they do is less important.
Yeah.
No,
Not them.
not at all.
Okay. So you're aboard the airship. Did I name it last week?
I don't know.
Not a clue.
Relnor, give me a name for the airship.
Airshipy McAirship face.
Yep. I knew that was going to happen.
That's great. I think that works.
I was hoping for a more German name.
Airshipy McAirship face. So that's AMAF.
Kopf.
The
Kopf.
AMAF.
Kopf is head.
It's a MAF.
A math.
A math.
You're aboard the airship AMAF.
Did I
You just
actually
said-
do something
you said-
good? I feel like
you
Delphin.
just said you don't need to say airship AMAF because the A stands for airship.
You don't understand gnomish technology.
Oh, it would be airship math.
yeah, you're aboard the airship named Amath.
The USS Amath.
Okay.
It's
Well, that's not what you
USS.
said.
No.
So
Yeah,
It's airshippy. It's a different
so-
word. So,
so
the
you're
airship,
aboard-
airshippy,
Yeah, see?
airshippy
McGriddle.
airship
We'll call it
face.
the Amath.
I would like to jump off the airship, please.
All right.
Scooby-Doo.
Joan will be in the ocean.
I would like an order of hotcakes.
Gunter comes in. I do this because it fulfills me, not because it makes me feel.
Not because I'm less than. Yes.
I love your
What a callback to
I love
2
your
minutes ago.
self-worth, Gunter. You're a good man. Or a good gnome.
Anyway, it takes you guys have like a nice evening before you get to Lestraad. And I can't remember the typical time it takes to travel between the island and Lestraad. So either the airship is faster or slower than normal. But
It's
Whatever
gotta
it
be
takes.
faster than like a Mr. Tinker Tool's boat.
how long was that trip?
A couple days, right?
Yes. Okay, good,
Yeah.
good. Yeah, this is like an evening. It basically like the next morning you guys will get to Lestraad. So this kind of big news was dropped that Bordu has passed. They don't have a lot of details yet about like his passing, but Truffle Bundle got the word and then immediately sent out for you guys to come back because he knew you would want to return. That is where everything sits. This is a huge airship. You guys each have your own room that you can kind of debunk and hang out. So, and there's it's basically like a flying fortress, I should say. So
Sweet.
your airship is like a ship. It's basically like a regular ship.
Like a skipper.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's meant to be to transport people from one place to another.
A skipper.
This ship
I
is
don't
like
know.
something that this is where Truffle lives. This
Like a
is
base.
It's like a floating base, a floating HQ. Yeah, so it's got a bunch of different rooms and spaces.
Which is why it has such an elegant name.
It's exactly right. That's why they spent so much time
The
thinking about
Mafafta?
it. Yeah,
What was it?
Amath.
Amath.
Yeah,
Mafafta.
it's Amath because Truffle does
Mufasa.
the math.
The math.
The math.
He does the math.
The math
Mathematical.
on
It's
Amath.
called math in Altera.
Yeah.
Mathematics.
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 I just hope everyone listening understands we're here for this. Like this is
Mathletics.
what D&D is for
Yes.
us. Okay. So, is there anything anyone wants to do while aboard before, like, aside from just like going to bed and waking up and getting?
I would like to take a hot cake off of Delphin's plate.
Sure, and I'm just giddy. I'm giddy to be around everybody again. I want to catch up, like just kind of talking. You know, it's like
So you guys kind of like swap
hearing
stories. Like,
and yeah.
do you guys want to kind of RP that, or you just want to kind of say like, I told everybody everything. It's
I
all
don't feel
good.
like we need to RP it. We,
Okay.
we've all experienced.
You all
it
caught up
already. Yeah.
You don't? Do you all tell everyone everything, or do some of you keep some of your stuff to yourself?
Good question.
I don't share my
Okay.
stuff.
Okay.
No, I don't know. Winnie's like, oh my god, we did this.
So it's you guys
In-
just general catch up.
I'm an
In
open.
great detail, I explain the ship and the explosion
Oh, the
that I let go
Ooh.
behind me.
Okay, fair
And
enough.
I
Dolphin
fall
is enraptured.
asleep.
Joan traveled the world, talked to a dead god, did a whole bunch of crazy stuff. Just like,
It
eh,
was like I blew up. a
there's
ship.
nothing to
Yeah,
write
yeah,
home
yeah,
about. Yeah.
Well, it's really I don't want to put the burden of information on people who don't need it.
Yeah.
I'm not ready to do that.
Yeah.
Fair
So
enough.
you
It's
guys,
not that I
Dolphin
don't
loves the
trust
story.
them.
You guys kind
I'm
of-
just not ready for it.
you spend some time catching up.
I will say I don't divulge partoons, like any like what partoon
Immortality?
is. Yeah, I
Okay.
don't because I don't feel like that's not my place.
His amber orb does kind of float between
No,
his horns.
I know, but like
So I see
that
it.
could be anything.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And he kind of his
I'm
gaze
not-
lingered on you a little bit when he saw you.
I'm not trying to keep it secret. I just feel like it's not my place to say.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. That's fine. And for the most part, like the 7 or 8 of you kind of just you sit around at a table, you have like a nice dinner, and you reconnect. Everyone's kind of sharing stories.
Realm
and then
of Reeks.
it's kind of like the note about the reason you guys all came together is kind of settles on everyone. Maybe you spend some time swapping stories about Bordu and, like remembering like who he was and the
Yeah.
stuff you guys did together.
We never forgot about him, man. Like he was always at the front of our brain. We never just left him in a place. And
That's Bertoul.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, we never absolutely ever got him confused with the other one that I don't remember which name's which.
Yeah.
Bertoul's right here.
It is a good thing that my value does not come from the affirmation of others.
Wow, I love your self-worth, Bertoul.
What a great callback to
you,
that callback
man.
2 minutes ago.
You know who you are.
I'm really happy for you.
It's pretty great. But I am sad. Bordu was my trainer.
Whoa.
He taught me how to fight and how to defend myself. He was twice my age. So we lived a long life.
Wow.
Once you orcs get to a certain point, I can't tell how old you are anymore.
That's a little racist.
I was going to say.
Then there's Grafar, and he's always looked
Oh, my
older.
goodness.
He slaps the table really hard.
He's like an elf with underfangs.
I am glad that that Bordu regained his honor, at least.
Yeah, me too.
It was good that he came back to his people.
Yes, it was.
Would have been a shame if he didn't.
If he didn't, Bor didn't.
And Partoon goes, why did you not tell me you had such wonderful friends? He says to
I
Delphin.
did, many times.
Oh, I have terrible memory. There's a good chance I was under the influence of drink.
Yeah, no, that's
And he's
all right.
shoveling food into his mouth. Just
Attaboy.
eating a lot. He's already just in the brief time you guys have been together, gaining a little bit of weight.
Gaining mass by the hour.
Yeah. Yeah, anything else you guys want to talk about or do before you kind of just break for sleep? Are you guys going to just hang out through the night and just not sleep?
No, I think
I'm definitely going to sleep.
Winnie needs some alone time. She's putting on a good face, but she's pretty upset.
Truffle kind of dismisses himself to go take care of some stuff on the ship before kind of calling it a night. Just kind of slowly, everyone kind of trickles out for different reasons. And
I'd probably maybe go, if there's the opportunity, I'd love to go chat with Truffle a little bit.
sure.
Just to catch up.
Yeah, you can find him kind of he's working in the engine room, just
Yeah.
kind of looking over everything.
I'm curious about his inventions. He's got some cool stuff going on.
Sure, yeah. So yeah. Can I just ask real quick, is anybody going to stick around at the table for a little while longer?
I am. I'm playing chicken to see if I can get Partoon alone.
Okay. He won't follow Dalphin. He's enjoying his meal, so he'll
I
keep
figured. I figured I had a good shot, but it just matters if other people linger.
Yeah, do you guys linger?
I would linger a while, but then probably.
Okay.
Winnie
to
goes to
bed.
bed.
All right. And Bertul will go as well. And then the three of you are left, the big bull man and the two humans. And he kind of looks at the two of you. He says, I am very impressed by the two of you. Most humans I know would have been dead after everything you've been through.
I can't think of
Okay.
anything.
Dang.
It looks like you're going to say
then-
something so.
Just
Then
silent,
you just
except for
then
chewing.
you sit silent and you hear this, and he's got a deep plate, just kind of slowly serving.
Oh,
My man.
You know, do
This
you want
is
to know a fun
wondrous.
fact? You want to know a fun fact?
Hmm.
I invented those.
No.
Yes. My name's in the bottom.
What magic? He slurps all the way, and he's looking at it and says, Rel no.
On the inside? The worst branding ever. That's fantastic.
It's the deepness of the plate. It's like that's his
proud.
mark.
Yeah. Good.
So,
Joan says, "Thank you, Partoon. We've had some help along the way."
indeed. It's remarkable. I'm very excited. I've never been to one of the locked kingdoms.
It's something.
And now we're gonna travel to the engine room. And Dalphin, you walk in. Truffle is kind of just working away, maybe humming to himself a little bit.
Inventor Truffle.
Can you RP the humming, please?
Do-ba-do-do, put the cog on the screw.
That's one of my. I think that's a Marco Sparkle jingle, isn't it?
Oh, it is. He's good. He's a good one. That Marco Sparkle was
He's doing well for himself, I
a
hear.
really good. Yes, he's one of my favorites of the bards that there are. He's a good one.
Yeah. You don't got any gnomish bards?
There are some who try. Gunther actually has some.
A little too screamo.
No. More like umpop.
Pop.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds.
Umpampa, umpampa.
Oh.
We are the gnomes of the gnome isle.
I thought it was a Hanson reference.
I thought it was like
Oompa.
I thought it was like their version of K-pop, but it's more like Oompa Loompas.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what these Oompa Loompas are, but
It's like
K-pop.
polka.
Oompa
yes.
Pop.
Yes, but
Fascinating.
honestly, I find it kind of repetitive and boring.
I get it.
Yes. So just a few things to do.
You built this ship,
I did. I'm an inventor now.
and your portals are working great.
I'm a really good inventor now.
I'm so glad the crystals work, because that was like pretty far back.
Yeah. Why are you asking about my crystals?
Well, because you weren't sure. You were pretty sure they would work, but it was still kind of proprietary technology.
Yeah, it works. That's all that matters, though.
I agree completely. Yeah. Do you have any more?
Crystals?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I have some?
No.
Darn.
I will give you all another crystal of returning when the time comes to leave the ship, of course.
Oh, wonderful. Great. Just handy to have.
It's proprietary technology.
Yes.
I don't know how to say that with a German accent.
Called Omi.
Proprietary technology.
What else are you working on? What's your current project?
Currently,
If you can
I'm-
talk about anything you can talk about. I don't want to pry into your secrets. I know you gnomes like your secrets.
you're asking me questions I have no answers for.
Well, role play. Let's go.
Okay. Jeez.
Have the bacon inventors redeemed themselves? Have they made any progress?
Oh no, we do not allow bacon inventors
Still no bacon
on
inventors
the island ever again.
I feel like you're missing out. You're missing an
No.
opportunity, guys.
The terrible,
Kill all the
terrible
pigs.
bacon inventors are evil.
But well, you see, I feel like I feel like they can. I feel like you're painting with a broad brush on the bacon.
But
It can be wonderful.
I am currently working on. Don't laugh.
No, never.
Do not laugh at me for this. You might find it like a ha-ha, but I believe that there's a better way to defecate.
Get out of town. Wait, what do you mean? I didn't know there was. I thought there was only one way. You're saying there's a second way and it's better.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my heavens.
So, first, you create a stool.
Oh, now question. I think I may know. Is your teleportation involved in this?
No.
Oh,
Are we really?
Oh,
are we
that's
really
an
going with this?
interesting-
I
Is
know.
this what we're really going with?
Where
Let him go.
I thought maybe you invented a portal
he
toilet.
begins to kind of explain to you what sounds like a very painful experience.
Oh, never mind.
Um,
Not where I thought this was going.
and yeah, it's way more detailed than you probably needed.
Why is it better?
And he explains, and it's just kind of weird, and you kind of get the sense that he probably shouldn't be inventing it, but it would never work.
Well, I don't know. He's come up with some pretty crazy stuff.
So I'm telling you, I'm giving you. If I told you see a wall, you can't go, I don't think this is a wall.
I'm sorry.
Rather than going into grotesque detail,
I
which
wanna
I'm sure
believe in
you
him.
would love,
No, you're the one that came up with this invention,
I'm
mind you.
I was put on the spot.
See, I thought you were going to describe the squatty potty
I did
because you were like,
too.
you make a stool and
Yeah,
then
it
you
was
like
my
put it on the-
plan.
I thought it was a portal potty. Like you don't need a septic tank or anything.
Okay, let me. We're gonna edit this out. We're gonna edit this out.
I'm sorry.
I thought he was going to put a crystal up his butt and then break it with his sphincter, and
This
then
is
it was
too
going to
much. This is
teleport
too
the
much.
poo
That's
out.
Rick and
Well,
Morty.
now we have to edit
I'm
it out.
sorry. I shouldn't have.
All right.
Gone
Why?
to,
Because he said sphincter?
What?
No, no. Let me finish. Let me finish. It's basically it's a regular party, but in this you use a stool to put your feet upon.
Oh, to help position your. Mm-hmm.
So you're in more of a squatting position,
Yeah.
which is I think more natural.
Oh, I agree.
Yes,
I like to squat.
I call it the stool aboard the airshipy pooper helper.
That's not bad. What about now? Hear me out here. Squatty potty.
That doesn't make as much sense to me.
Oh, okay,
You're not
that's
pottying
fair.
your poop.
Well,
But it wasn't
you're-
invented upon the party.
You're the inventor. I will. Yes.
Perhaps, and he kind of like puts a hand on his shoulder and says, perhaps one day, you will become an inventor and can name something very foolish yourself.
I hope not. I like what I do. I'm content.
Do you get a lot of fulfillment out of what you do?
Yes.
Okay, we'll jump back. Did
Sometimes
you leave the
twice a day.
table?
Is that really the invention you want to go with?
That's what I'm going
It
with.
just seems.
You came up with
I like
Yeah,
it.
do you, do you
Uh,
understand
You came up with goals.
It just seems for our family-friendly podcast, it seems maybe a little towards the edge, but
Do you not think that children?
They love potty
Poo?
humor.
Yeah, there's a book called Everybody Poops.
There's a children's comic
Fine.
book called
That's
Captain Underpants.
I think
he
we're
poops
okay.
in them, I think.
I'm not
No,
concerned.
I don't think he does.
No? Are you
No,
sure?
I'm
No.
pretty sure he
In one
doesn't.
of the,
All
maybe
right,
the
ask me your
peripheral
question.
books? No?
Did you stick around the table? Or who leaves? What's the?
I'm playing chicken.
I will. I mean, I will stay for a little bit, but then I will get up and leave,
Okay,
so I
okay.
can be gone.
So do you wish to talk to?
Yes, I do wish
Partoon?
to talk to Partoon.
I'm coming back in the room.
All right.
I left my.
Gonna have to enchant you. Sorry,
I left
buddy.
my. I left my cufflinks on the table.
You
Okay.
have cufflinks?
Well, the cuffs burned in the explosion,
Oh,
so I was just carrying the cufflinks. So I walked back in and grabbed them, then I walked back out.
It's his dad's cufflinks.
I was ready to pull out suggestion and make you leave, but
I walked back in the room. My sword is leaning up against the chair. I got to grab that.
Did you forget something again?
Yeah.
You should get your memory checked.
Who are you?
But
I grab my sword and I leave.
It would seem we're alone.
I walk back in the room. I got to get a drink of water before bed. I leave.
Tell me.
What a creepy thing to say once you're alone with somebody.
Yeah, that
too.
was very creepy. Like, I regret my decision
So I've
to
noticed
stay here.
we're alone.
Tell me, Partoon, that amber orb.
Yes. What do you wish to know of it?
How long have you had it?
Oh, many ages. All of my lives, I think.
How old are you?
Come now, come. I know that you two are immortal.
I'm not yet.
You're not immortal yet. I sense your orb.
Yes. And I met your friend,
Can I look see with a question?
Oberon.
Oberon. Oberon is not my friend, but he is an immortal, yes.
What do you think of him?
He is remarkably powerful, and from what I remember, a bit of a dillweed.
So, not all immortals are united.
No, we have no kingdom or
Immortals United.
society.
Immortals
Splint. Sorry.
go. Immortals. Go. Immortals. Heal. Benortals.
Immortals.
Heal Benortals.
We are closer, I would say, to that of relatives, kindred. We are a family, and some of us do not get along with our family as well. But I have been separated from him and the rest of the immortals of your land.
By choice?
No, by the dragons and their war. Terra Sol, I believe, was his name.
Yes.
Locked your land off using elder magic.
Do you wish to return to the other immortals?
I will stumble into them at some point, I'm sure. That is our way. I don't know, perhaps Joswa's Ori is still there.
It just feels like a lot of responsibility, you know?
Being immortal.
Yeah.
Some choose to see it that way. Yes, I know there is one immortal I long to see. She has been locked here for many years. But she chose to see it as a responsibility. I more see it as an opportunity.
Is it lonely?
When you're alone, yes. But I stumbled upon your friend here. He saved my my form, I suppose, and he's been good company.
But then, when he's gone, what do you do?
Whatever I wish. Eat, drink,
Obviously.
sleep. I would not counsel anyone. I am a fighter. I am a beast of combat and action. I am not a thinker or a reader or a writer or a poet or a intellectual.
How did you come upon your orb?
That is a old and very long story.
Will you tell it to me sometime?
Perhaps. Why have you chosen not to accept the gift?
I don't know. It just seems like not sure where I'm going yet. Not sure if it's worth me having.
Well, I would be happy to take it off your hands.
What would you do with 2 orbs?
I would choose another. If you would not accept it, then who are you to choose an immortal?
Well, Oberon said I could, basically.
Ah, then so you can.
I feel like I'm a pretty good judge of character, which is why I haven't used it for myself. I'm not sure I deserve it.
It's not so much about deserving anything. Once you're immortal, you find a way to be immortal.
That sentence didn't make sense to me, so it tells me I need to go to bed.
Very good, very good. And then he just shoves more food in his mouth.
Yep.
It was nice speaking with you.
Yes, I'm sure I'll have more questions.
I will have more poor answers.
Sounds great. Can't spell partoon without poor.
Oh.
I'm kidding. It was a joke. I didn't say it out loud.
Well, it's P-A-R, but sure.
No. Tune? Partoon?
Tune.
Yeah, the letters are out of order.
You can't. No,
Good
that's not
night.
how it works.
Good night.
That's not how it works.
I didn't say that to
I
him.
hate words.
I didn't say that to him. Joan wouldn't have said that to him. She's a nice lady.
All right. Partoon is going to go to Relnor's room and lightly knocks. Roll me a Constitution check.
Check or saving throw?
Just a regular check. You're not getting attacked.
15.
Okay. You start to lightly wake up because you feel like a hot breath on your face.
Psst. Wake up.
Okay, you get a little shake.
Yes.
It's Partoon.
I know. Hello, Partoon.
I wish to speak with you.
And he's kind of intoxicated. He's been drinking.
Uh-oh.
So hot alcoholic breath.
Ugh.
Why don't you have a seat? And I gesture to the chair in the corner.
And he sits down and breaks the chair.
That's fine. You can just stay there.
Dolphin, he's so sprightly and quick. I can't really indulge myself when I'm trying to keep up.
Ah. Yes, he does move around a lot.
So, do they know what you are?
No, I haven't told anyone yet.
I can tell you are not a frequent. You do not frequent the Warden waters, as you still maintain much of your human form.
I've been meaning to go back, but there have been other things to take care of first.
Well, it is always good to meet a brother of the waters.
Yes.
If you don't mind, I believe I am due for a dip.
You literally just made me yawn, pretending to yawn.
And
I was mid-yawn. Sorry.
You are welcome to accompany me if you'd like.
Are you going now or soon?
Yes, now.
Sure.
Very good.
To the Warden waters?
and you see him kind of almost like the ground around him becomes almost liquid and he kind of like splashes into it. And then it kind of reforms in the shape of whatever space it was.
I just realized why Eleanor went there before.
I don't think I knew that.
I didn't explain it then.
No.
Yeah,
I
he just
knew
was like,
went,
Eleanor
but I
wakes
didn't
up
know
in water.
why. I didn't know why him.
And you haven't done this a whole lot. You maybe done it like a handful of times.
So I know how to do it, but shakily.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
This would be how you were able to overwhelm an entire ship of ogres
I will-
single-handedly.
Like Harry Potter's
I
second
will
time going through
Use the
diagonally.
opportunity to practice
Diagon?
and
Diagonally.
All right,
Go.
roll me a
Diagonally.
nature check.
Diagonally.
Diagonally.
This is like be how like smooth you are in transitioning.
It's diagonal.
3.
Okay. So Relnor, you're still kind of waking up, and as you're trying to like focus, you start to yawn, and then halfway through a yawn, you find yourself immersed in water and just filling your mouth with liquid.
You're able to kind of like get to the surface, but strangely, as abrupt as it was, and as kind of like flailing as you are in the water, it does feel very rejuvenating, like incredibly rejuvenating. Everything, all of your hit points are refilled. Any like abilities that recoup after a short rest are immediately recuperated.
The sliver I got from the table when I went back for the cufflinks?
Yep.
Okay.
And you're in a kind of it's the same time of day. But it's maybe like kind of like just like barely morning. There's some light starting to come across the horizon over the tops of some trees, but it's kind of humid, like really like warm and tropical air. You hear birds and the sounds of nature all around you, and you don't have water rushing past your ears anymore. You can kind of see that you're in a small lake surrounded by a beach with a bunch of different half humanoid, half animal beings, and a big old hand wraps around you and starts to like swims you quickly to the shore.
Yeah.
And I see you have not practiced very often.
No, I have not.
I thought perhaps a sea captain would know how to swim.
Well, I do know how to swim fairly well, actually, but, you know, the whole magic part of it, it just kind of throws you off a little bit.
You guys get to the shore, and there's a really old looking turtle person that's kind of like sitting there and stretches out his head really slow and says, "Hello, welcome.
Hello.
I'm Turtle."
Excellent name you have there, Turtle.
Mm-hmm. Partoon. And this is my friend. He's a young one. A pup, really.
Relnor. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Partoon, yes? Is that what I think it is?
And he points at the orb above his head. And he kind of looks at Relnor and says, "It is."
Well, you're not really welcome here, if I'm to be honest.
Oh.
Truly. I don't He's kind of recuperated now. He's not under the influence after the waters. I suppose I won't overstay my welcome then. Goodbye. And then he just kind of disappears.
Excellent. Glad he got me out of bed.
So do you do anything while you're here? Do you want to... the old turtle guy doesn't really say anything. He just kind of retracts his head a little bit and just goes...
Boy.
I don't like that you were traveling with an immortal.
An immortal, you say? That I did not know.
Very dangerous they are. But you're young.
Have we dealt with immortals?
Very briefly, Joshua was an immortal, and Jimmy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know that you ever really fully understood
The
Right.
wills of the
Yeah.
gods were immortals.
it. And I will say, at the end of the war...
orb with Joshua, I think. we
Yes, you
yeah.
did. Yep. Yeah, when you met Joshua, he was dying and revived.
right. Yeah, he
Yep.
wanted the orb back.
You held it in
Because
your
Null,
hands for a
Null
brief
took
period
us
of time.
to that chamber.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
What can you tell me about the immortals?
Well, they are the enemy of all things natural. They killed the old gods. They do not answer to death or nature or the natural flow of things, which we are to preserve as wardens. Do you recognize the name Joshua?
Yes.
He once tried to destroy the wells. Thus, his kind are not welcome in these lands anymore.
I will remember that.
It is good to remember. We are in a new age, my young pup. And it is good to be aware of what has happened in the past.
Well, I will heed your warning.
Also, do not eat too many berries in one sitting.
Uh-oh.
And then you
hear a loud fart.
Oh, out of the turtle?
Uh-huh.
Oh, no.
It's got kind of like an echoey, chambery kind of sound because of the shell.
Reptile bones are weird.
Well, I gotta run. It was nice to meet you, Turtle the Turtle.
And you see him slowly start to move towards the water.
Oh, no. You were just in that water.
And yeah, you return to your bed
Yeah.
nice and quick. A typical evening for everyone else aboard the airship. Dalvin, was there anything else you were going to do?
No, I just went to bed.
Okay. So you guys arrive at Lestraad, and there is a huge celebration going on. It is the annual technology show that the Gnome Island puts on.
What?
Winnie, you're probably the only person who's fully aware of this because you've been in contact with Altera more than any of the four of you.
Yeah.
But this is the annual Gumble Hexpo. I'm sorry, Gumble. It's the annual Gumble Hexpo.
Okay.
And it's named after the new Prime Minister of the Gnomes, Gumble Bundle.
But wait,
Such a great
relation to truffle or no?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wait, is he an inventor?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
he's related to the old Prime Minister as well, then.
Yeah, they're all related, yeah.
Wait, is every gnome related to every other gnome?
No, that's also
I
very
don't think
racist.
Klaus Tinkertool is not related to the
You and
bundles.
I are 0 for 2, Eric. Welcome.
But you know
to
what?
my shame corner.
But it's good. They're asking questions.
Yeah, yeah,
They're
yeah.
different houses.
They're
There's
trying
the-
to learn. It's really good. We
There's
don't
the-
want to shame them into just making assumptions and not asking.
You're right.
There's the
you're right.
Tinker Tool house. There's the Bundle house. There's the Turducken house.
I mean, there's only one turducken.
He
And
doesn't have
then
a
there's
family.
Gunter.
I thought it was
No.
Turducken.
He's singular.
I mean, that's how he pronounces it.
Well, I like to honor their pronunciation. It's a little
Josh,
racist.
that's a little racist.
All right, all right, all right. all right. I did a lot of this world building like years ago.
How did I pronounce that one word wrong?
So, yeah, it's the annual Hexpo, and where gnomes from the Gnome Island and really inventors from all over Altera come to show off their inventions. There's the Kimsy's Whimsies always unveils whatever the latest candy that Leonard and Kimber have invented. They now have a house on the Gnome Island they visit whenever they want to feel inventive.
That's right.
So you know that your parents will be in town.
Oh, I got it. Gnomex.
What's that?
The Gnome
We already named it.
Expo.
We already named it.
The Gnome Invention Expo.
You got
Gnome-
deep plates.
Gnomex.
Yeah,
You got deep plates.
I know
Airshippy McAirship face.
I like Gnomex.
I like Gumble Hexpo.
It rolls off the tongue.
I
He's
feel like,
the only
I feel like it
person
should
at
be
this
very
table that
wordy.
works in tech. In
Wow, that's
technology.
Not
really.
true.
Oh, really? You work in technology?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Yeah,
No, I'm
I,
just kidding.
I have a computer at work.
I know how to launch solitaire.
Aaron does more than just has a computer, Ricky.
Yeah, I have Excel.
I didn't say you do.
I am proficient in Word.
I have an email.
That's another word.
Mm-hmm.
Then you say I have an electronic mail account.
Electronic
Yeah.
mail account.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Fantastic.
You have an electronic email.
Where I receive
See,
digital
that's
messages.
That's where you're duplicating the word too much.
So yeah, it is the annual Gumble Hexpo.
How long has it been going on?
It is in like the maybe like the second or third day. Like
Okay.
it lasts for a whole week.
So it's new to us. We haven't been back in 6 years.
Maybe you guys
5 years.
Yeah, like you probably may not know about it. Yeah, it's
Okay.
fairly new. This is the maybe the third
Cool.
Gumble Hexpo.
Dolphin's digging it.
Very new.
I like the mood of it all. Like,
Yes, there's lots of like steamwork and gnomish kind of iconography everywhere. It's a huge celebration, and there's all kinds of people from all over.
It seems like the gnomes are a little less secretive with this new prime minister.
Oh yeah, he's kind of brought them into a new age as well. It's a lot of
Cool.
change.
Yeah.
And the fact that the current high captain is a gnome herself, I think has also helped to kind of bridge some of the
Tweedly is still going strong.
They kind of she is a beloved high captain. Many people talk about her as like the best high captain since Relnor's dad.
Do we know Ron's dad's name yet?
We just call him Windhelm.
Mr.
Mr. Windhelm.
Relnorn.
Hi, Captain Windhelm.
Captain Windhelm.
Do you want to give him a name? Eric, I'll let you name your dad.
Wilbert Windhelm.
Happy Windhelm.
Hell no.
He's gonna be like Windy Windhelm.
Billy Wilhelm. Willie
Windy
Windhelm.
McWindhelm.
Willie Owen Windhelm.
Listen.
Nickname Billy Windhelm.
Boy, I'm trying to remember if
Did
I
he have a name?
did name him.
So
Oh.
We
as he
never
looks that
talked
up,
about it.
yeah. So you guys kind of like getting ready for this like sense of, oh, it's gonna be sad trip to Lestraad, and then
No way.
Gumble Hexpo. Yeah. So
Oh.
Like magical confetti
yeah,
everywhere.
yeah. And there's
Cool.
actually like a couple airships just slowly moving over top of Lestraad, and yeah, lots of fanfare. So you guys arrive, and
Dolphin's mind is blown.
the way you get down is there's Truffle has like a mini airship that basically can like travel from the like a tiny little like platform basically that floats that you guys can ride down. And so there's a ton of people pointing at the air base, basically Truffle's like air base. He's renowned now kind of for his aerial inventions, and he's kind of like, well, are we all ready to go to the I should have mentioned that the Hexpo was about.
What is a Hexpo?
It's this really frustrating event where everyone talks about their crazy inventions, and new people are given a chance to make inventions and things.
That seems fantastic.
Yes, but it's just a lot of hullabaloo, and I don't. Every year they'll try and get me to sign some kind of contract to let my airships be part of the military, and
Oh.
Oh, okay. Okay.
there's
Yeah,
a
that's
reason
understandable.
it's why I like to be in the sky, alone.
Word.
But he kind of like he's really dressed very dapperly, and says, "All right, Gunter, the base is yours." Okay, you got it, Truffle. You're cool too, dude. Yeah, you guys.
Do we each get crystals? Do we get parting crystals?
Sure, yeah. He'll say, "Oh, and here are your your crystals of returning."
Thank you.
These will
when,
take us to Airshipy McAirship face.
Yes, they'll take you back to Amath as soon as you break them again.
Okay.
And remember, they cannot break by accident.
Yes.
You must intend them to be broken.
That's the best
That's-
part of the invention.
Yup. Good foresight.
Like, wait, so it can't break by accident, or if it does break by accident, it's useless?
no, it
It
can't
break unless it is something you want it to do.
That's cool.
I know,
Okay,
right?
good to know. Okay.
Yeah, the teleportation thing, not that great, but
Having an unbreakable crystal, that's pretty sweet.
You have unlimited slingshot ammo.
Huh? I have a slingshot?
Yeah, you in general.
General.
He kind of raises his hand and says, I should clarify that its strength is intended on the person who is wielding it or using it. As soon as you relinquish it of yourself, it's just a regular little crystal.
Ah, but if
Tie
I
a string to it, and you have unlimited slingshot.
turn it into a dagger, and it becomes an unbreakable
If you give you
dagger.
mine, could you make nunchucks out of them?
Sorry, I mean the possibilities. Truffle. The
I'm
possibilities.
so
This is
sorry.
why I don't like the Hexpo.
People weaponizing my technology. That's fair.
It's actually
That's fair.
a big reason why he has the flying base.
Truffle, I will sign a waiver saying I will not misuse
No,
the
no,
intended purpose
no,
of this
no.
crystal.
Waivers are for wieners.
Great slogan. Waivers are for wieners.
So yeah,
Does
you
he have
guys,
like that on a bumper sticker on the back of his airship? Wafers are for
the
I would not have expected that from Truffle.
the floating base kind of detaches and
He is all for fair use.
kind of like lowers you guys down, and as it's lowering down, like people are cheering and clapping
Oh my
and shouting,
gosh.
and lots of children pointing at the floating base, and
You're so popular.
it's the worst. And then you guys get,
Dolphins waving.
Yeah,
And everybody-
you get down, and you're actually like you're by the port. Basically, there's a spot made for his little thing to kind of come down and sit.
Is Partoon coming with us, or are you still on the ship?
No, he's with you guys.
Okay, cool.
No, it's the whole everybody but Gunter.
Cool.
You guys arrive, and there's some people who work the docks there to kind of help you down, and you walk in. And yeah, the whole city is abuzz. Yes, that's exactly right. Music and food, and Tweelia Broden, Tweelia Broden, I think was her name. she's there to greet you guys along with kind of a contingent of other like military officials.
Hi, Captain.
Dalphin.
Oh, so good to see you.
It is good to see you as well. She walks over and kind of like shakes your hand. We got word that you would be returning home to the heroes of the golems and the heroes of the Soul Wars.
The Battle of Soul?
I shouldn't have said that.
The heroes of the Battle of Soul.
Yeah, the heroes of the Battle of Soul.
Yeah.
I don't want to make it sound like
Soul
Star Wars. The heroes.
Soul Wars,
Yes.
nothing but Soul Wars.
Yes, the fabled heroes of Soul. It is so good to have you back home.
We wish it was under better circumstances.
It is unfortunate, yes, but I'm sure this is. He would want all of us to be here.
I think you're right.
Is there anything I can help you with? The Kimsy's Whimsies is having a wonderful. Forgive me, Winnie. There's actually something I wish to speak to you about.
Oh, okay.
If you wouldn't mind, forgive me if I take her away.
Ronor, can I borrow some money? I want to get some party food.
I take out my wallet and I give him
Ooh.
some money.
I run off to all the food stalls.
Delphin, get me some swag.
You got it.
Okay.
Joan, are you doing anything?
I'm gonna buy a T-shirt.
Okay, so you guys are engaging with the commerce of the. Okay,
absolutely.
so
It's been a while since we've been home. So.
I would like to buy a T-shirt.
okay,
I'm looking for a very specific T-shirt. It says waivers are for wieners.
it doesn't exist.
Wave us a wieners.
No, really, Truffle.
It should.
There's already like a bunch of people wanting to talk to Truffle, and he's kind of like shrugging his shoulders.
Get out of here, you wieners.
Do they have T-shirts that say like birthplace of Dan and Relnor
No,
or something?
no,
Oh,
no.
that's too bad. That would
Unless
be a
I mean like Dan
Lestraad
decided to
souvenir.
merchandise, but like
Dude, is Dan merchandise?
anyway.
I mean, we probably are. We probably
Shirt
have a
that say,
booth.
rolling in the deep plates.
I like that a lot. Oh man. Okay. So Tweelia kind of pulls you aside, and she's got a couple of like Lestraad guards that kind of flank her at all times. She asks you to kind of accompany her and walk with her. So as you may know, the Queen of Alestria has relinquished the power of her throne and committed herself to humanitarian aid.
Yeah.
And we recently discovered there was a revolutionary invention made to clean water systems.
Oh, was there?
Yes, it was making its way through the black market, and
Weird.
a very credible businessman who cannot say officially is tied to the black market, Michael Reed, made certain that it got into the hands of the Order of the Yellow Rose, the Queen's group that kind of serves communities throughout Alestria recovering after the war.
Right.
And they have been distributing it everywhere. And it's even been redesigned into a much smaller, tiny little tubule that you can put into any drink and avoid drinking poison or bad water. It's a wondrous design.
That's amazing. I mean,
Yes.
that's really cool. Huh.
It took a lot of arm twisting with the Wizards Guild here in Lestraad, and I will say that the leadership has been forced to change, but no longer can such great things be held behind doors from everyone. And I learned that it was you who invented this.
Yes. Mostly.
Talk to your lawyer.
I know. No. I mean,
Blah, blah,
I can't take full credit for it. It was, lots of other people's designs, and I made it smaller, and Podge helped a ton. I don't know. Do you know Podge Hodgkins?
I'm aware of the traitor.
Podge Hodges?
Yes.
The traitor.
You're telling me that
Remember, he was a paladin of the White God.
Well, I know, but I didn't.
Sorry.
He
I didn't
I
he
didn't know what
evaded.
happened to him afterwards.
He continues to evade capture, and none have been able to find him. We believe he's beyond the eastern mountains.
All right. Well, maybe we shouldn't pay him royalties then. Or
I
anything.
think it would be good if we kept his name off of this.
Well, all right. I suppose. For now.
What about?
That said, if it is true that you did have a hand in the creation of this remarkable tool, the Queen and the Yellow Rose would like to honor you during a ceremony.
Oh. Where?
At the in the grand basically, I'm trying to think of like what you would call it, like a courtyard. We'll have a basically there is a standing stage at the moment in the town, in the center of town, right outside the command building.
An outdoor amphitheater?
Yes, an outdoor amphitheater where shows are held. It's actually where we're going to have the funeral ceremony.
Is Marco Sparkle playing at this expo?
And
Sorry, I'm sorry.
and forgive me, I know that this is a lot to ask, but you are kind of an icon here. But I do know that Grafar was hoping you would speak some words at the funeral as well.
Oh,
I guess I can do that. I don't know. I don't know about the ceremony. You know, it's just it's kind of a lot.
Perhaps you do not have to be present for the honor of the Yellow Rose, but they would like to acknowledge you if.
Yeah, that's okay with me.
And I will let you tell Grafar for yourself whether or not you would like to do that. He and the orcs of the well are they have their own kind of place at the south
Oh, where?
district. They've set up they're working with the library to.
Oh, I thought they were part of the Hexpo. I was like, what are? I didn't think they would want to be.
they could bring some technology though.
Yeah, they could.
Like,
Well, no, but they don't have the Awaken
that's
stuff
okay.
anymore.
They have the building
No,
blocks.
they.
Well, yeah.
But
the building
they
blocks.
have had a great hand in helping to rethink a lot of the agriculture of Alestria.
Sweet.
So yes, many of them have become farmers, and they grow crops and keep fields and livestock. Very industrious in that regard, and that was actually what Bordu had been doing. So Grafar and you may not remember Sirius Kane.
Yeah.
They have come with a contingent of those from Alestria for the funeral ceremony. So yes, if I know that he would like to speak with you, and before you're bombarded by many others, I wanted to touch base. I'm very fond of you and your family.
Thank you, Captain.
And yes,
Wait, she's still Captain.
hi, Captain.
Hi, Captain. Thank
Please,
you, hi, Captain.
Tweelia. Unless we're in a crowd.
Feels weird.
Very good. Yes, well, that was all I wished to speak with you on. I have much to see too, but very glad that you've returned, and you have been missed.
Thank you. I've missed being I've missed being home.
Well, I will let you do as you please. The city is yours. There's no shop or inn that wouldn't welcome you with open arms.
Hey, any recommendations for this Hexpo this year? There's too much for me to see before things come to a head.
Yes. Well, You're a tinkerer, yes?
Yep.
Yes, there have been several interesting inventors tinkering, a lot of multi-tools.
Sweet.
Things that are one thing and can shape into another.
Cool.
Yes.
Okay.
There have been I've heard a lot of discussions around that. I'm curious if there's a way to have a retractable hand crossbow.
Ooh, that would be nice.
Rilnor's ears perked
Yeah.
up.
It's kind of,
Eric just froze.
Somewhere across the expo, Relnor is on high alert.
Great. I know some other people who would be very interested in that technology as well.
I will say, do be on the lookout for potential rain. And she kind of says that with like a little bit of anger in her voice.
Winnie doesn't laugh. I'm just laughing. I'm sorry.
Who was Portentia?
She
Rain
was
Portentia.
she oversaw the Queen's Guard for in Alestria and the Alestrian Guard, and so after the war, she basically left Alestria and came to Lestraad, and she now kind of runs the biggest mercenary organization.
Oh, dang.
Mercenary.
So
She
they're
was not
kind
down
of
for the.
they're kind of in conflict with the with the Lestrade Navy.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So they
So we kind of know this already. Like we've heard of
yes,
it.
you guys
Okay.
kind of know that there's you know this more than anybody.
Yeah.
That there's just kind of some tension between the merc.
Oh yeah,
like
my
the
siblings love the drama.
swords,
so we talk about it all
swords,
the time.
swords for hire versus like people who commit themselves to service, and
Yeah.
so generally speaking, neither of them are like bad organizations, but they're just yeah. If you're in the wrong bar, some evenings it can get heated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a right bar.
She says she's always looking for some way to get a leg up on me. So do not do anything for her if you can,
I'll
if
be
you can
careful.
avoid it.
Thanks for the heads up.
Yes. Well, I have much to see to. Good day.
Good day to you.
And then she leaves, and she says, "Oh, by the way, I had one of my runners tell your parents that you've arrived."
Oh, good.
And then you hear a Winnie.
Yeah.
Your mom and dad come running through the streets
They still run.
to give you like a big hug.
What was the dad's name again?
12 kids and they still run.
Leonard.
Leonard.
Oh, so good to have you home.
It's good to see you.
We missed you.
Missed you too. So, what's the latest and greatest?
Are you all yourself? You haven't had any limbs removed in your
No.
wild adventures?
No, I mean, no, I'm fine.
Your father continues to worry about you, and
That's not surprising.
Kimber kind of just shakes her head and says, "If he's not working on a new candy or worrying about you, he's sleeping."
Don't trust the gnomes from the gnome aisle, Winnie. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, well, that was old. That was old, Leonard. He says, I really believe I do my best inventing on the gnome island these days.
That's good to hear.
Ooh.
Yes.
He
It's
commutes.
the sound.
Commutes.
The sound of cogs whirling, it really helps you clear your head space.
Guess the Nomi juice is flowing.
That's good. Yep, good for you, Dad.
Well, and they invite you to kind of like maybe grab some food or something, kind of catch up and hear how things are going.
Oh, I thought that was part of the food.
Ketchup.
Ketchup.
Food and ketchup.
Really
Got
catch
some
up.
food, some ketchup.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like,
So-
this is the soup plates all over again.
I think this is a good place to end the episode. We'll reconvene next episode with you guys all kind of coming back together and moving on here. So yeah, there's all kinds of fun stuff happening during the annual Gumble Hexpo. So thanks everyone for listening. As always, I'm your Dungeon Master Joshua. Going around the table, we have
Joan.
Winnie.
Relnor.
Thanks everybody.
Okay, hey gang, thanks for sticking around after the episode for a little sneak peek at my guest appearance on I Cast Fireball. I play a Lathari elf, which is an elf that can turn into a wolf, named Ralph. And yeah, they are playing through the Tyranny of Dragons. Please go check it out. Here is a scene from the episode titled Dispel.
Moving on.
Why can't I touch the glittering water?
I just wouldn't. There's something moving in it. Also, the doors in front of us have a magical lock on it.
Oh, man.
And there are two other doors, right? Do the other two doors from that room have that same aura coming off of them?
No, they are not magical.
And you guys, I would like to walk towards the door, the other doors that are the direction I sensed.
and the double doors and say, do any of you guys know how to open a magical door that's locked?
No, just a normal one, or at least he does.
I know how to. I can pick a lock.
But Lance, do you know where these other 2 doors go? Are you familiar with this room? You said you've been to Lottie's place before. You seem to have some intimate knowledge of Lottie's place. She says innocently.
Thomas, do I know where these doors lead?
You don't. Like I said, when you walked through this, it was just to go to the other side of the double doors. You only ever entered this room with Lottie, so there was no need to go to the other doors.
Okay, look, I would like to unsheath Jeremy. All right, look, this is Jeremy. Say hi, and I wave my sword at them. Say hi, Jeremy.
Crazy.
Jeremy speaks up and goes, "Hello, everyone. My name is Jeremy."
What?
So, hello. Yes, I'm magical, and I do a little like bow, very elegant, elf-like.
Ha-cha-cha!
All right, Jeremy. Okay.
Well, we knew that. You could turn into a wolf.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Of course. Jeremy, I'd like to dispel the magic on this wall.
Why, yes, of course. I will be glad to assist you, Ralph. Together,
okay.
we can dispel the magic in this
we
door.
can. All right.
Together, we can accomplish great things.
Jeremy. And I point him at the door, and I cast Dispel Magic.
Dispel!
And I quickly sheath him.
I love this sword. I love this sword so much.
We never talked about how this was going to play out, and I was not expecting it to go this way.
This was
but I don't want it to
beautiful.
have gone any other way. I'm very happy.
Jeremy's like the hype man of any adventure.
Dispel. I'm the most stealthy character. Like, I can hide anywhere, and that just ruins the. I
love it.
Minute
But it's only when you unsheath him.
Yeah, well, I got to cast a 3rd level spell. Okay, so if whatever magic is on the door is 3rd level or lower, it automatically is dispelled without any extra effort. If it's higher than that, I got to roll something.
Mal, as this sword yells, "Dispel!" you sense that the magic on the door goes away. It is dispelled successfully.
Yeah, so that probably did it. And you just hear like a muffled from the...
Fleeple, with your passive perception, you see the water starting to ripple a little bit more intently.
Oh boy, let's get through that door right now, right quick. Get everybody, pick it on up, pick it up.
I need everybody to roll initiative. To determine how fast you can get through this room.
Like I said, amazing. Thomas is awesome. Seriously, go check them out. You can find them on iTunes, Stitcher, pretty much anywhere you find your podcasts. Just look for iCast Fireball, or you can connect with them on some of their socials at like Twitter at iCastFireball20. Check out the episodes I'm a part of if you want, or binge through and then be surprised when I show up. I think that would be even more awesome. Give them some serious attention and love. So thanks, everyone. And we'll see you episode 4. Bye, everybody.